After a federal judge overturned the CDC's travel mask mandate, all of the major airlines dropping their mask rules. Still, some cities keeping them in place once you get off the planes. Though late today, Los Angeles dropping its mandate. At airports across the country, we saw the crowds today, the masked and those without. At Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson Airport today. At Boston's Logan Airport, they were taking down the mask signs. Amtrak lifting their mandate on trains. Uber and Lyft saying masks will now be optional for both drivers and passengers. Some big cities, including New York, Philadelphia, San Francisco, leaving some mask requirements in place, at least for now, which essentially means you're supposed to put the mask back on once you land in those cities to walk through the airport. All of this amid the rise in new cases, 33 states with cases rising by 10% or more in just the last week, driven by the Omicron subvariant. Tonight, hear what President Biden said today when asked, should Americans still be wearing masks on planes? And just in tonight, the Biden administration just moments ago saying it will only appeal this ruling that ended the mask mandate if the CDC believes it's still needed. So now we await word from the CDC. Are they concerned enough about these new cases to push for this appeal? ABC's Gio Benitez covers aviation, and he has the scenes from flights across this country tonight.
Just 24 hours after that federal mask mandate was dropped on planes and public transportation, the signs coming down and more masks coming off.
I would say like 25% of people were not wearing a mask. And it was not a big deal at all.
Does that concern you at all, that the plane may have people without a mask on?
A little, but we're going to wear ours.
Yeah, I'm not really that concerned.
And after nearly 2 years of having to referee disputes over masks on board, some flight attendants are happy to give passengers the option. Tonight, the CDC is still recommending masks during travel, but the president today saying airline passengers should make their own decision.
Mr. President, should people continue to wear masks on planes?
That's up to them.
Still, Americans now face a confusing patchwork of rules. You can fly without a mask in and out of New York's LaGuardia and Kennedy airports, but you'll need to put it on while walking through the airport.
It's like contradicting. It's like a lot of stuff going on. Oh, don't do this, don't do that, and then we have to listen to both.
And while Amtrak and rideshare services like Uber and Lyft have all dropped their mask rules, several major cities like New York and San Francisco still require them on some public transit. This as infection rates climb across 33 states. CDC data out today shows that new Omicron subvariant BA.2.12.1, which could be about 25% more contagious than BA.2, makes up nearly a fifth of all new cases in the U.S. and more than half of the cases in New York and New Jersey.
Removing the mask on flights and public transportation creates a worry that that will only add fuel to the fire and increase the risk of cases and transmission in the community, and ultimately hospitalizations and deaths.
And after those mid-flight announcements that masks were no longer needed,
Masks now optional for employees, customers, following the White House.
some passengers like Brooke Tansley say they were upset and caught off guard. She was flying across the country with her kids who are too young to get the vaccine when her pilot shared the news.
I don't begrudge him his excitement. I just wish that he would have taken a minute to consider people in different circumstances and the decision he was making on behalf of everyone on that plane.
A lot of different views on this. Gio joins us from Newark Airport tonight. And Gio, I mentioned at the top tonight that there is late word this evening the Biden administration will appeal this if the CDC believes it's still needed.
Yeah, that's right, David. And it is a big if. That decision, that announcement coming down just moments ago from the Department of Justice. We do not know what the CDC will decide or when, but we do know that the CDC is concerned about that rise in cases. And that's why they asked for that 2-week extension to begin with, David.
Gio Benitez leading us off tonight. Gio, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.